Namaste. I'm Alakananda Ma, Ayurvedic doctor and principal of Alandi Ayurveda Gurukula, an Ayurveda school in Boulder, Colorado. As we approach the season of harvest festivals and thankfulness, I'd like to talk about the rejuvenative power of gratitude. During the pandemic, we've been very aware of the fact that some people get COVID and are asymptomatic. Some get mild illness and recover quickly, and some get serious or fatal illness. This raises a question that has been pondered since antiquity. It is to be observed, sir, that persons taking wholesome food are both diseased and healthy, and similarly in the case of unwholesome food. So how can good and bad effects be attributed to diet? That comes from the ancient classical text, the Charak Samhita. So obviously, when we're talking about a specific illness, such as COVID, we do have the opportunity to gain powerful protection through vaccination. That's something I encourage you to do, not only for your own sake, but for the greater good, to protect those more vulnerable to disease, and to benefit society as a whole. At the same time, we still have the larger question: how can we support our overall resistance to all diseases? Is there something we can do that enhances our ability to avoid disease and maintain health? Well, in Ayurveda, that something is rasyana, or rejuvenative therapy. Rasyana builds our bala, or strength, and our ojas, vigor, or essence of vitality. Before the classical Ayurvedic texts even speak about the treatment of specific diseases, they first discuss rasyana. In fact, rasyana is a discipline in its own right, seventh of the 8 branches of Ayurveda. As the texts say, from rasyana treatment, one attains longevity, memory, intelligence, freedom from disorders, youthful age, excellence of luster, complexion and voice, oratory, optimum strength of physique and sense organs, respectability and brilliance. So we can do rasyana to promote longevity, to improve cognitive functioning, or even to enhance beauty. There are rasyana herbs to help us recover from specific illnesses, and there are nourishing and rejuvenative foods that can be used on a daily basis. But while we have elaborate, time-honored herbal recipes, such as Chyawanprash, for powerful rejuvenative effects, there are also methods of rasyana that do not involve taking any herbal medicines. One branch of adravya, or non-herbal rejuvenative therapy, is achara rasayana, behavioral rasayana. And it's here that positive emotions like gratitude fit in. So often we focus on the things that are amiss in our lives, blaming ourselves or others for our misfortunes. When we cultivate gratitude, we take a wider view of our lives. There's nothing wrong with having a good kvetch when things in our lives are going awry. But at a certain point, we need to move on and focus on the positive. Positive emotions send healthy messages to our neuroendocrine system and help us to come into balance. Gratitude is a great antidote to neurotic emotions or kleshas like envy, jealousy, and stinginess. Gratitude also inclines us to be more caring and helpful. If I'm feeling gratitude that I have a place to live and food to eat, I'll naturally think of all the people who are unhoused or food insecure and look for ways to help them. There are many methods and techniques to cultivate gratitude. Some people like to keep a gratitude journal. Some prefer a gratitude jar, dropping a daily handwritten note about something you're grateful for into a glass jar. Some like to start the day by thinking about all the good things they're waking up to. Others meditate at the end of the day, calling to mind the day's blessings. And look for my rendition of Count Your Blessings, coming out next Monday on this channel. To look a little deeper, should we be grateful only for certain things? Is it wise to pick and choose which things are blessings? In this regard, there's a Hasidic tale. There's a farmer who has a very fine horse, but one day his horse runs away. The neighbors are all coming and they're commiserating the farmer. "Oh, we're so sorry you lost your wonderful horse." And the farmer says, let's see. Well, a month or so passes, and the horse comes back with a whole herd of wild horses. And the neighbors come over and they say, "Isn't this great? Your horse is back and you've got all these new horses." And he just says, let's see. Well, the farmer has a very strong and athletic son, and he really enjoys riding the wild horses. Until he falls off and he breaks his leg. The neighbors are really worried and upset, and they come to commiserate the farmer. "It's so sad that your son had an accident." But the farmer just says, let's see. Well, soon after, war breaks out, and the Russian army arrives to conscript all the young men of the village to fight in the war, and most likely never to return. Everyone was taken, except for the young man with a broken leg, the farmer's son. And then the farmer said, "Now I know it was a good thing that my horse ran away." So as this tale reminds us, the most profound way to gain the rejuvenative benefits of gratitude is to be grateful for everything that happens and to do our best to share our good fortune with others through generosity and helpfulness. In closing, here's a little song from Plum Village with words by Thich Nhat Hanh. In gratitude you have watered seeds of love in me. In gratitude I will water seeds of love in someone too. I know you're there for me, and I am so happy. In gratitude you have watered seeds